Hey guys, it's AirCap24 coming to you with another play out of the Rams playbook. To stay consistent with the thread, I'm going to go ahead and go with a cover 2 beater. This play also beats the cover 2 again. I'm going to show you both ways to do it. How to see it at the line of scrimmage so you guys can be confident before the play ends. Go ahead and do a formation. It's going to be single back, doubles on. It's going to be called as PA double cross. I'm going to run this under against cover 2. Line up the head end. Cover 2 here. And it's going to be with the nickel normal, so that way it aligns with the people that we have. I'm going to run it first, and then I want to show you and explain to you what exactly we did, everything we did. All right. So the adjustments is to take that Y receiver, move him to the right, put him in a streak. Take that B receiver, put him in a zig. And there's your throw. And break it down for you here. So first thing you want to look at is the depth of the two cornerbacks on the outside. Both lined up over X and B. They're both lined up about 7 yards away due to the fact that White and Jones are both lined up on the off the line of scrimmage 2 yards. So that gives it our depth. Now, what you want to do is move this Y receiver to the right. Do that in order to keep that strong safety deep in the middle of the field, away from the A's flag route right there. Now, the only other thing you want to do in cover 2 is you want to keep that cornerback close to the line of scrimmage, and you do that by putting the B on a zig. Right, so that's the setup. You'll notice that I'm running it to the wide side of the field. Doing that just to show you this is the most separation you're going to have, but I'm going to show it to you on each side of the field so you can see that it works everywhere. All right, so you go ahead, do the play action till its fullest, and right, so let's go ahead and move it to the middle of the field. And when you do lab, guys, you want to do it in all aspects. Sometimes you stay in the middle of the field and get to the game and you have a surprise that the play doesn't work the way you want it to because you went ahead and you only labbed it from the middle. You labbed it from the short side, the wide side, the middle, all aspects, so you know what you're going to get, what to expect, how to throw the ball and practice in all areas. All right. So, the closer you get to the sideline when you start. Left-hand side, you got more time to throw. The middle, you got a little less, and then when you get to the right, you want to throw this ball even quicker. All right. So, I'll show it to you on the right here. You almost want to throw it to him right out of his break. Here you had the luxury of waiting a little bit, only because of the width of the field. He kept on getting wider and wider as the play went on. All right. So go ahead and do this here, and you want to hit him right when he breaks. And as you can see, it works on all sides of the field. And it also works flipped, all right? This is stuff, like I said before, you want to try when you're in practice mode. And I just want to kind of show you how that all makes sense because you never want to get into a game, like I said before, not knowing that things are going to work for you in practice, right? So that's that play. Cover 2 is a symmetrical defense, and that way it does work as far as the safeties and the outside DBs go to both sides of the field. What I'm going to go ahead and show you now is ways to beat it against cover 2 man. Right? So, see it against cover 2. And let's go ahead and pick this play. And we're going to go ahead and run against cover 2 man. You see at the line of scrimmage. At the line of scrimmage, and you notice that these guys are now on top of my receivers. It's not cover 2 anymore. At least you can't see that it's cover 2 as a normal cover 2 would be. Just go ahead and do the first way that you go ahead and you're doing it. You didn't even realize, you didn't even look. Didn't look at your alignment, and you just started getting into your adjustments. You're doing this. You're going ahead and cover 2. You're like, oh no, not cover 2. Easiest way not to do too much more is just put X on and out. We've all done this in previous Maddens. The out route beats cover 2 man when timed correctly, and you basically have that fail safe to the left. It also works with an in route. Alright, so you're doing the same thing like I was saying before. You're getting into your adjustments, didn't even look at the defense, which I don't tell you to do, but just in case that happens. You do the in route, you guys going to be in, and you got that in route, right? So, as long as you time it correctly, you should have the ability to beat both sides, right? Okay. Well, I want to show you a couple different ways that I like to run it. Go ahead and you move this guy over to stay consistent. Right? Look who moves over. Right now, it's just that linebacker a little bit, right? The more you wait, the more he may move over. But that's a win for you. That linebacker on that wide receiver. We're going to go ahead and we're going to run this, and we're going to throw it to the Y. Get you about 5 yards. And you're good to go right there. Now, I personally, when I run this, I actually don't run the entire play action. I'm going to cut it off because I want to get that ball out as quick as possible. And you're gutting it out there. It's going to be 5 to 7 yards, right? That's one way to run it. Okay? Second way to run it, literally, is there's no adjustments. You just go hike it right away, and it's going to create a mesh between Y and B. B normally is the man that you want to target because he's got the better angle on this. And there's the mesh, and you're good to go right there, right? So you can go ahead and just call it right away if you see it. That is a man beater. I like to do a lot of times move White over, and what this is going to do, it's going to isolate B, but he's going to have more room. If you left White there, then he's got that cornerback and that free safety on that side. On this, he's only got the free safety. This. Now he's only got one guy to beat on the left side, rather than two. You have the ability to get more yards after catch if you do it that way. That's basically the way I would run these. Always move this guy over, and if you move this guy over, you're still creating that same mesh that's going with the B, right? So that's how you beat that. This also works well against cover 3, a bunch of different things. That mesh route is going to beat a lot of coverages. So the reason why I also brought this play up is because if you look, it's in your automatic audibles. For all these guys that are using your MUT playbooks or having to adjust your audibles through a custom playbook or whatnot, you basically have this as a failsafe right away. You can always come in run play, notice that it's cover 2 man. He's like, you know what, I got this. Go to cover 2 man, change this up, move this guy over. I'm gonna hit this Y route. All right, easy 5. Come on, you know. It all depends on what you see, what you like. Again, see that. And you want to go ahead and isolate B over. A lot of times I do motion, guys, in order to keep my opponent guessing. Is the motion real? Is the motion not real? Am I, is that the receiver that he wants to go to? Sometimes it is. Sometimes that's what I want to do. You notice on this play, it's not. It's basically just wait, and you mean this wide? He has nothing to do with this play, right? I'm still going to this guy. And another thing that I like to do, if you haven't noticed, I know I want to go the left receiver. Go to the right receiver to the left-hand side. I'm looking at B the entire time. Look what I do with my quarterback. I drift to the right. The reason why I drift to the right is you want to basically... Oh, I didn't do that time. Bad throw. I like to go ahead and get my eye of the user defender to continue to go right. I know I'm going left on this, but if I get my quarterback to go drift more to the right, the natural progression for your opponent to go left, to go to that same direction with you, right? So again, doesn't matter what you're calling with this guy. So I'm going this way, but I'm throwing across my body, and that's really for that user middle linebacker, that user free safety. He's going to drift with you. A lot of people like to roll out to one side and throw the crossing route to the side that they're rolling to. There's time and a place for that, don't get me wrong. But I'm in a place for that, but in general, I like to do a little bit different, only because, you know, I see tendencies. As a defender, I'm a tendency to roll, and I'm drifting this way, then I stop on a dime and I throw the ball. Right? There's a couple different tips there. You know, those are a little bit more of my preferences. That's not something that I'm teaching in this video to do, you know, on an everyday basis. But you do what you feel comfortable with. It's something that I do. Not every play. Sometimes I'll drift and I'll go to the right ball. But that is something that I think about and purposely do, especially if the guy's a middle user linebacker and he's been doing well with covering the middle of the field. I want to make sure that he drifts with me as I throw across my body. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, I'm going to try to bring some more videos to you on a regular basis. Hope you enjoy.